Hi ladies, it's Jamie. You have reached She's Every Day. Thank you for watching. I'm not in my normal studio setting, but I have a guest speaker. This is my husband, Robert Bader. He helps me a lot with coaching women, and he says some very honest truths when I'm coaching women.
A little raw sometimes.
Yes, yeah. But I appreciate it, and he's been right 100% of the time. So if I have a woman that I'm coaching and I go to him and say, hey, this is what this guy's doing, here's what I think is happening, you will say, no, that's not what's happening. Here's what he's thinking. And doggone it, you've been right. So I brought him on this video to talk about that. You've raised two boys. You've done mission trips with several teenagers just for years. Again, my experience in education, dealing with high school, college age, and dealing with relationships is pretty extensive. So we feel like we have a lot to bring to the table. We are talking about love bombing. So ladies, there are two terms: love bombing and limerence. And you've probably heard of love bombing. When this guy is just over the top, he tells you all these sweet things. He calls, he texts, he brings you flowers. He tells you, oh, I've never met anybody like you before. You're so different. You're so special. I've never felt like this before. And you just fall in because you love hearing that. You want to hear it. We all do. That feels really good, right? Limerence is another term. And the man can act very similar in limerence. It seems like he's love bombing, and then he dips out very quickly and he's on to the next girl. It's because he likes the thrill and the excitement because the relationship is new and he's learning about you and he's wanting to try to win you. He likes the dopamine rush, I think you call it. And then when that is over and it kind of becomes like just a normal relationship, he's wanting the newness again. So he dips out on your relationship, he leaves, and he goes and finds somebody else because he likes that new limerence state of being in.
He's in that repetitive high, and then when the high goes away, he wants the high again.
So why don't you tell us how many guys love bomb on purpose, or they're just stuck in this limerence loop and they don't really realize what they're doing. So why don't you talk about those two things real quickly?
There's two kind of guys. There's the guys that are in it for the game. And they're just playing a game. They're love bombing because they are, quite honestly, trying to get you into bed. That's their whole goal. They just want to get you. Yeah, well, it's true. They may make you feel like you're the most amazing person on the planet, but that's their goal. And as soon as they get you into bed, that high has been reached, and then it starts diminishing from there. And before you know it, they're not even texting you anymore. That kind of guy is a putz. just to be honest with you. Okay, I don't know. Try to learn to spot that guy right off the bat, and it's really easy to spot that guy. Don't give in to him. Let that relationship drag out for a while, and he will not hang in there that long. That kind of guy has to get his high pretty quick, so he'll bow out pretty quickly. But then there's the other guy. That's a good guy that's in that limerence state that it's exciting and it's new, and he doesn't realize that he is in this repetitive mode of I like this, and then when it starts to diminish, he wants that feeling back again. This happens I think with a lot of new couples is once they go from that exciting, titillating beginning of the period, they don't transition into that
more comfortable, deeper
thing, deeper relationship. But that's the important. If your true goal as a woman is to find a man for a long-term relationship, then you got to find a man who really is looking for a long-term relationship and understands that what he's doing is not accomplishing that. But you as a woman can actually help him make that transfer by not playing the game that he doesn't even know he's playing, by not playing that game. In other words, when he's over love bombing you or trying to make you feel super special, which is okay, don't jump right into that relationship with sex. Get into that relationship with your personality, your intellect. Let him become attracted to that part of you before you give him your body.
And I would say also, don't jump into an exclusive committed relationship with him so fast, because in that limerence stage, he is going to tell you that he wants to just date you. He doesn't want you to date anybody else. He doesn't want you to talk to anybody else. He wants a long-term relationship, and he may 100% believe all of that right now. But ladies, we're telling you to be a little bit more wise, to step back and say, you know, we've had one date. How does he know he's in love with me? How does he know I'm the one? We've had 2 dates. We've had 3 dates. He can't know that yet. So don't fall for that just yet.
It took us a while.
It took us a few months.
When we first met, it was like, I mean, my thought was, I really like her. I thought you were beautiful. But I wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like love at first sight. It really wasn't. I thought she was very attractive. I thought there's something could happen there.
But we just gave it some time.
We let it develop naturally, and you know, I guess
didn't jump into, are we
No.
committed? Are we
Yeah.
exclusive yet? We didn't have that conversation until a few months in. And I'm not saying don't have that conversation, because ladies, I do a lot of videos on, if you are looking for a long-term relationship and that's something you really want, then it's okay at some point. And I usually say it's about 3 months to say, hey, I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time.
right.
Where are we at? Is this an exclusive, committed relationship? Because if not, hey, that's
Or
okay.
you see it
I'll go
and-
ahead and I'll date other people. Because that's what you want. You're out there looking for your one true love, the person that God has planned for you.
If
So
that's-
you
if
don't
that's what
waste
you're
your
doing.
time, but you also need to have a little bit of caution. You know, you need to be wise. The Bible talks about being innocent, but yet being very wise. So when a guy tries to do that love bombing, and I would also tell you, don't be physically active with this man
Right.
too soon. But I would also tell you, don't tell him just spill every secret to him and just go on and on and on.
Yeah, stay mysterious.
You want to have a little bit of mystery about you. This man, you don't even know if he's going to turn out to be your one forever guy, if this is going to be a long-term relationship. So you don't spill all of your secrets. Now, what happens then when this guy is love bombing her? Okay, and she's not sure if it's love bombing, but he tells her he wants a long-term relationship, or on a dating app, he says he wants a long-term relationship. Does he really want a long-term relationship?
I would say that some men do really want that. A lot of men are just saying that because they want to get more women, because they know more women are looking for that. So they'll just put on their dating app, yeah, I'm looking for a long-term relationship, when they're really not. I hate to say that. It sounds harsh. It sounds, I don't know, kind of cynical, but it's factual.
Yeah. And the guy that says, no, I don't want a long-term relationship. I want something casual. I want friends with benefits. Believe him.
Yeah, that's what he
Believe
wants.
him.
Yeah.
That's
Don't-
exactly
And do
what-
not do this. Oh, I really like him, but I bet I can change him.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, that is what he wants. But the one that says he wants a long-term relationship, again,
Don't take him at his word.
yeah, you still have to use some
Yeah.
wisdom and some
Yeah.
caution.
He may really want that. You just need to give him the opportunity to find that before you kind of short circuit the relationship.
Yeah. And we just did a video. Well, was posted by the time you see this earlier this week, talking to men about the kind of man they should be. And ladies, we suggest you go and watch that video.
Absolutely.
Because it's called For Men Only, Don't Be This Guy. Because we talk about men need to be the protector. And I know if you're super liberal, you're listening to me going, I don't need a man to protect me. Just watch the video, because we tell these men to be honorable, to treat a woman in a way that they may protect that woman even from themselves. To recognize, hey, I'm a guy that maybe I just want one thing, and that's not okay.
Right.
And we don't accept societal standards of, well, that's just a guy. Guys just want one thing. That's just, he's just being a typical guy. No, that should not be the standard of a typical guy.
I totally agree with that. Completely agree with that.
I think it might be the standard, or not the standard. I think it might be the norm.
It's become the accepted.
It's become acceptable to be
That doesn't
the
make it- that
guy
doesn't make it right,
that
though.
just would hit up anything because they're just a guy.
They even glamorize it. The guy that's dating 5 women at one time. They're like, wow, he must be a.
It's almost acceptable for them
Yeah.
to do that, but not acceptable for a woman to talk with 5 guys. And I get it that it's a double standard. But I think that you need to, again, watch that video so that you can spot the kind of guy that we're talking about that's either a good guy or a bad guy to be with. But our advice to you is keep your distance, take some time.
Yeah, be cautious.
Be cautious, use some wisdom, really just make sure this guy is intentional and purposeful about wanting something real with you. Because if he is just love bombing you, then just hold off on getting in really deep with him, because he will, if he doesn't get what he wants, he's going to jump out of the relationship pretty fast. And then, and you haven't invested all of yourself, your emotions, your body, you haven't invested everything in him.
You can even enjoy the love bombing. It's a fun time. But don't
take the flowers and the dinners.
Don't take it seriously. Okay, I'm just saying, don't fall for it all the time. Yeah.
And it's okay when he says those things just to say, wow, I'm not sure if you're love bombing me or if this is really real. So I guess time will tell.
Yeah.
And just play it light, play it,
on the hook.
Yeah. And if he's like, no, I really do. I really care about you. Say, well, that's nice to hear.
Yeah. Exactly.
We'll see where it goes,
Exactly.
I'm very picky about who I spend my time and my energy and my resources on. So we'll just give it a little time. I'm not sure if you're my guy. Maybe, maybe not.
That's an awesome thing to say, because if he's really interested, he'll hang in there. If he's not, he may go, oh, you know what? I've got 3 other women I've got.
Yes.
Yeah. And you don't want that. You don't want that guy.
Yeah.
You don't want that dude.
And you can contact us for coaching. Again, She's Everyday, she'severyday.com. I will link it in the description below. So you can contact me for coaching. Understand, ladies, if you contact me for coaching, I'm probably going to go to Rob and be like, hey, what do you think? So I can give you both a male and female perspective on this. Hit the like, hit the follow. Ladies, we want to see you win. God bless you, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for letting me join in.